YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a bit of a salon vlog. It's probably gonna last a couple of days because there's nothing really major going on right now other than, you know, a snowstorm because New Brunswick. Anyway, I'm gonna go through a little bit of a haul. I got a few things today, so I wanted to show you before I got them all opened up and spun around. So I'm not even using my tripod, I'm just kind of filming this. Valentino filters. I got a half a dozen of those, which I don't know why I didn't get a dozen. It was so big. I go through so many of them. Anyway, so I got a half a dozen of those to add to the 7 or 8 that I already have. I got 2 new Ugly Duckling colors, which I will swatch and then I'll show you. But I haven't had them open yet, so I haven't seen them. I got 34 and 37. So I will open those up and I'll make a swatch of them here in a minute. I'll switch my camera around. So another thing I got, and I think these are super cool. I have not used them yet. I got some of the new Light Elegance files. Look how thin they are. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm excited to try those. I don't know if it's something I'll keep purchasing, but we'll see. Anyhow, let me flip this camera around. This was all I got, so let me flip the camera around and we will take a look at the 2 new polishes. Okay, so we've got the 2 colors swatched, 37 and 34. The end result, oh my gosh, I'm like all thumbs. The end result is here. They are quite pretty. I really like them. And I'm gonna keep you posted on those files. Okay, YouTube, so I really hope that last clip worked out. I'm not really sure. My camera overheated way earlier than it usually does, so I wasn't prepared for it. But I was doing those swatches, just swatching out those 2 new colors, so you can pretty well piece in whatever might happen to be missing. Right now, I'm just doing my weekly clean on my drill, so I wanted to show you this. This is just my weekly, gonna clean out the drill. So first thing I do is unplug it, because it would be just my luck. I'm using the compressed air from Costco. If you've even watched one of my videos, you've seen me use this. So basically, I take a little shot of air to anywhere that might have dust in it. Quite often, if I haven't done this for a while, quite a bit of dust will come out of there. So if you're hearing some noise, maybe the dryer is running. So I'm always really careful opening this part. And I do continue opening this. I just often kind of stop there and Sometimes I come clear into here, other times I don't. It just depends. Lately, I feel like I've been neglecting this because my bottle of compressed air that I had wasn't working very good. I'm always careful to use the compressed air on the drill every day as well. Not to this extent, but just making sure that everywhere is cleaned off. Again, when doing this, make sure you're being super careful. If you're uncertain about doing this, just don't do it. Take it to someone in your area that services these and have them do it. That is pretty much the extent of what I do. I take it apart just a little bit further when I have the time, like if it's a day when I have lots of time. But for the most part, this is how I do a weekly clean on my Medicool handheld. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just kind of finishing up this vlog, and I thought I would touch on something that I seem to be seeing online a lot lately. You know, we all kind of belong to those nail pages where everybody groups together and asks questions that are relevant. If you use Facebook at all, those pages they're just the greatest. You just get so much information. You find good deals. You find stuff that makes your life easier in the salon. Anyway, if you belong to them, you know what I mean. But lately on a lot of those pages, what we're seeing is my clients' nails are lifting. I don't know why. They never have before. My clients' nails are breaking. They never have before. You know, my prep is good. I've been using my product for 15 years. I switched to different bottles. I made sure it wasn't product breakdown, but my client's nails are still lifting from underneath, peeling away from underneath, or she's having problems with it. Just various things like this that aren't, or that are out of the norm for the tech or out of the norm for the client. And the one thing that we preach when you're in school, preach to use cuticle oil. If you take a class, preach to use cuticle oil. Our clients, at-home maintenance, use your cuticle oil. But I think we often don't explain to them why. Or maybe it even goes so far as to not have been explained to us why we need to push that our clients use cuticle oil at home. So in short, to explain this to a client, because some clients will question, and you know, we kind of say, well, keeps the cuticles looking nice, and it keeps everything healthy, and it keeps everything growing properly, and keeps from hangnails, and it keeps everything moisturized. Well, you know, there's that general, I don't want to say this, but I can't think of any other word. There's that general, like, blurb of information, we're going to use that word, that we give to our clients when they ask why. But do we really know why? Or are we really explaining to them in a way that they can understand, where they don't use nail jargon all the time, maybe like we do? So one really good way to explain it is, so your nails are essentially dry by nature. You know, they're not damp. I'm not saying that word. They're not damp. So when they're getting into water, the nail is doing this. It's sucking in that water and it's growing. Then when that hand dries off, when that nail dries back out, it does this again. Then you do that 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day. Before you know it, you're peeling away under here, because you're peeling away from the acrylic, because the acrylic's not doing that. The acrylic is not ebbing and flowing with the water, let's say, but the actual nail is. If you're using your oil, you're creating that barrier. You're not allowing that nail to do that because the oil is there instead of the water. It's taking the place of the water. So it's less likely to act as a sponge, sucking in that water. Now, it kind of makes it sound like I'm talking about, you know, 3.5 cups of water here. I'm not. That's not how that works. But when you explain it like that to a client, then they more understand what you're talking about. If you're just saying, oh, it's not laying there, my oil was just laying right there. If you're just saying, buy this $10 bottle of oil and use it 10 times a day, or use it 3 times a day, 4 is better, 2 is not enough. If you're just telling them that, they're like, okay, well, I'll buy your retail because that seems like what you want me to do, but I'm not sure why. And sometimes just keeping the cuticle healthy isn't enough for the client to drive the client to want to do that. So if you explain to them why they're using it, if you explain to them kind of the sponge way of things, I feel like it's really important right now. You know, you guys in the States are dealing with this polar vortex. Here where I live on the east coast of Canada, it's just January. It's supposed to be like +8 in a couple of days, and it's like -30 today, so it's just what we do. But spring is coming, spring cleaning is coming. This is just the way our nails react. So if your client is having trouble, and if they don't like paying for fixes when they come back in, which you should be charging for, then maybe if you explain it to them this way, it will help them understand, and they will be more agreeable when it comes to using their oil. Anyhow, so if you have any questions, pop them down below. You guys know I love to chat with you. If you have any questions about, you know, drill cleaning or anything, the 2 new colors that I had, anything I went through in the beginning of the vlog, please let me know down below. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and hit the little bell, because some weeks I upload every day and other weeks I only upload a couple of times. That way you'll know. Anyhow, have a great weekend.